Happy Vlogmas 2023. I am so excited that you're here. It's in the morning. I just want to show you a couple things that I'm working on, and I wanted to open up my first Advent because I got to get to work on that. So let me show you what's going on first thing this morning. And we don't have our decorations up yet. So today the trees are going up. We'll figure it out. And then this weekend, I'm actually going to Long Island to visit Tabitha at Long Island Yarn and Farm. And we're going to talk about actually there's a class, the Sheep Locks Wreath class. There's two of them, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. And I'm so excited. I'll be taking you all along. And I'm just really, really excited to get started. I have Victoria's package here, so I'm going to open that up. And also a couple other packages that came this morning when I went out to get the mail, which was early. So let me just show you what I'm working on over here. Over here, I am working on finishing up washing the sheep's fleece. So let's look at that. Here it is. This is the last rinse of the last sheep's wreath for the class. So I just want to show you that the water, whereas it's not completely clear, it's good enough for the sheep's, for the sheep's wreath. But this is the third time that it's in this thing. That sounded great. Let's drink some coffee. Isn't that a happy mug? It says, do more of what you love. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this out, and then I'm going to show you that it's going to go over here. This is a sweater drying apparatus from Hamilton Beach. They don't sell them anymore, but you can get them on Amazon. But this is how I dry my fleece. So on the bottom here is about 2 pounds that I did yesterday. And then first thing this morning, I did another 1.5 pounds. And then in the bin right now is 1.5 pounds. So that'll go up here to be, and it's like a sweater dryer, but it's perfect for these locks. Aren't they pretty? These are still really wet. They're only about an hour on here. Hello, young lad. How are you, Hank? I know you're camera shy. And then last night, this showed up at my door. This beautiful yarn. Wool. I've always wanted to try this, so I'm excited to see what I can do with it. But look at the lot. So excited. Also in here this is a sweater that I made for someone in church, her daughter. Isn't it fun? And Marin actually came with me to get this yarn, and she asked if I would make her one as well. So I'll be whipping up another one of those. Isn't that pretty? All great minds have a crazy desk. This is my favorite spot to knit. Inspire someone today. So happy. All right, every morning you'll see me. I will pick somebody out of my prayer bowl. So let's see who gets picked today. Oh, my dad. Yay. Say a little prayer for my dad. Okay, I'm going to dump this out. Since this is the third washing of this fleece, I can dump it right down my sink. And then we'll get that dried. bad lighting, it's yucky rain, but I wanted to show you the yarn that I used for, I'll show you the sweater. Oh my gosh, I don't care. Here's the yarn that I used. We got it at Michael's. Loops and threads, heathered tweed, polyester blend, and it's like it's a chain ply. Isn't it pretty? This is the color Maren chose, and this is the sweater that I need. It came out really nice. Pretty details. So I am going to open some things. I'm just gonna open it down here because I have to start. I have to start knitting it. All right. I'm starting to see some stuff. Oh. Christmas around the globe. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, look at these boxes. Oh, a stroopy. Stroopwafel. I'll be eating that with the rest of my coffee. And oh my gosh. Pretty stitch mark. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the beautiful boxes. All right, let's open day one, which is Norway. Did she paste? Oh my gosh, Victoria. Ooh, it's a beautiful color. This is what we're going to be starting with. Okay. It's warmed by the rim of your favorite drink. I do still have my coffee, but I don't want chocolate in my, oh my gosh, there's, oh my gosh. Let's see. That is not poison, it's delicious. Christmas around the globe. It's a pretty candle. Ooh. That's beautiful. I'm gonna leave this down here. And then these really cute Stitch to a T, it's a place marker. All right, we'll cover this up. Then I also got, just in my regular life, I, being over 50, have a really bad dry eye. Something that I didn't expect to get, but I did. And so I was perusing YouTube. Oh, this isn't what I wanted. I thought it was something else. We'll have to talk about that on another day when it shows up. But I got beautiful satin ribbon. And I'm gonna use these for the class tomorrow. And whatever we don't use, I will use for my Christmas gifts. And it's not wired ribbon, it's satin ribbon. 1.5 inches, and this pretty red. All right, let's see what's in this package. Okay. Oh, what I was gonna talk about is already here, but you guys are on it. I have you on a box. So I got one of these gua sha. And the other thing that I got that's underneath here is castor oil. I'm going to start using castor oil on my face and on my eyes. I have read, and I'm not going to say researched, because basically I watched a few YouTube videos about the benefits of using castor oil. And one of them is that it puts moisture back, not only on your skin, but also like for dry eye. So I'm gonna try it for this month and I'll let you know. I also have these sunspots. See them? And supposedly if you use it long enough that they fade. So we'll see. We'll see. You guys can come along with me. And so I bought castor oil and a gua sha. Put it on my face, and ribbon for my class. Okay, we are going to wind up that beautiful yarn, and then I'll start with the sweater. We'll start knitting another one. See you in a bit. I'm up in the studio. It is a dreary, dreary beginning of Advent, December 1st. Very, very dark day. But doesn't have to be dark in here. I wanted to open the rest of my Advents. I have 3 Advents this year. 2 are yarn Advents and 1 is a spinning Advent. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you what I showed you this morning, which was Victoria's, and this was Norway. I'm going to show you the pretty box. And then here's the yarn. It is a beautiful color, and it actually matches the box. So I wonder if that's going to be like a thing. We'll see. But here we are. So that is Vita Lifestyle. So the other yarn one that I got, I had last year as well, a Suburban Stitcher, and hers is a pink Christmas. So I opened the box, and I'm dreaming of a pink Christmas. So pretty. Okay, so it says, download your pattern. Telly B Knits has designed a brand new pattern called Grand Opening using the Advent Calendar. Open 1 envelope a day and open the goodies package now. Okay. All right. So it's pink. Here is the pink goodies bag. Oh, I'm so excited. There's a needle in here. Okay, so in here is a darning needle and a wee little bitty notions, and there are 2 different colors in here. There are pink and gold. I think I get the memo today. Even my glasses are pink. I don't know that these are going to show up, but there are 4 of each color. I like these. I'm not a huge stitch marker fan. I prefer to use yarn, and I use the yarn in the same weight as the garment that I am knitting, because I find sometimes when I use stitch markers, I find that I get little ladders in my knitting, and that's just me. Okay, and then it says feel free to experiment. Some of my favorite projects are made from Advent calendars that are knit into patterns that weren't designed specifically for Advent boxes. Well, I just so happen to have designed something this year. And so it was released yesterday. It's called the Quilted Pullover. I made it with an Advent from last year, and I can't tell you, being in the business for as long as I have been, yesterday was one of the greatest days of my design career. And I'll tell you the reason why is that everybody loved the sweater. Now, not everybody's going to love the sweater. That's fine. But the comments were so welcoming and loving and fun. And I had the greatest day yesterday. And I can't wait to knit the new one this year. I probably am going to knit the pattern that came with this, but I don't know. We'll see. So let's find color number 1. Oh my gosh, and they each have the weeest, oh my gosh. So this is 75% merino and 25%, excuse me. That's a 5, 25. Look, it even has a wee little ball band. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't want to take the ball band off, but let's. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't decide. I may have to make another one of these with this as well. I'm using Victoria's Advent this year for this year's. You know what? I'm just going to continue to make these because I have so many minis and I love the way that looks. I love the way it feels. And I love fingering weight sweaters. I mean, I love to wear fingering weight sweaters. So I think if you do them, you know, a little bit by bit, it doesn't seem so overwhelming. And that's the way that this is set up, is so that you knit every little bit. Now, there are lots of squares to knit, so we're not going to finish it during this, but during Vlogmas. But I hope that you come back and that you show me. But you will have all of the techniques that I promised will be shown throughout the week. So exciting! It even says day 1 on the ball band. Is that what these are called? Ball bands? Or did I just make that up? Skein band? I prefer a ball band. Okay. All right. So now let's open up the box from Primrose. So I ordered this from Kelsey. The box is gorgeous. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this says, this is the Primrose Advent Calendar, 12 2 ounces of gray Coriadel, and there are 12 days. Oh, am I supposed to wait till after Christmas? I think I am. I am. Drat. Good thing I didn't open it. Right. I hope. I don't know. You know, I think at this point I can make my own rules. So maybe I will open one every other day, and that'll get us, because it's 12. Can we just look at this beautiful artwork? So it's day 1 is moth, day 2 is mouse, day 3 is squirrel. So I'll just show you the first 3. Look at this beautiful artwork. Day 1, day 2, and day 3. Beautiful. Oh, now I'm really jonesing to open this up. So it is winter solstice. I think that starts like the 20th, right? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Are you the type of person that wanted to find all of your gifts, whether it be your birthday or holiday, whatever, or did you like to wait? I'm a person that liked to wait. I didn't like to open my presents first thing in the morning. I didn't want to open my presents. I wanted it to last. I loved the anticipation of receiving, or the anticipation of the day, much better than the day. Christmas Eve for me is my absolute favorite. It's absolutely my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna put this stuff away, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the quilted pullover. I know that everyone is excited to cast on for the pullover, the quilted pullover, and I am very, very excited for you to do that too. But there is one thing that I like to go over, my teacher brain it just has to be said, is that it is very, very important that you gauge for this. And so on this first day, I'm going to be talking about gauge and how important gauge is to your project. The gauge for this is 6.25 stitches per inch, so 13 stitches in 2 inches, and 8.5 inches per row. Now I've had a lot of people ask me, what is more important, stitch or row? My answer usually always is stitch gauge, because you want to make sure that your garment is going to fit you around your body. This garment is supposed to be oversized. Now I have a 45-inch bust at the largest part of my bust, and the size that I'm wearing is size 60, which is number 3. I love the way it looks. I love the oversized. It's so comfortable to wear. So if you are getting smaller number, so you're getting more stitches to the inch than what I have suggested. So instead of getting 6.25 stitches to the inch, you're getting 7 stitches to the inch. What that's going to do is it's going to shrink down the size of your sweater, because you're getting more stitches than you should. Similarly, if you get less stitches than 6.25, your sweater is going to be larger than the size that you cast on for. Now, where is this a good idea? It's a great idea. Now, the sizes of this sweater, because it's an oversized sweater, are size 40, size 50, size 60, and size 70. That's the inches around it's going to be. Now, there are some people that size 40 is going to be too small, and size 60 is going to be way too big. So what I would say to those people is, perhaps when you're doing your gauge swatch, if you're going to get stitches per inch that is larger than 6.25 inches, then your sweater is going to be a little bit smaller. So let's go down to my hands and I'll show you how the math works when we're doing that with our sweaters, because we can actually change the way the sweater's going to look based on the gauge that we get. You see how important it is? Okay, let's go down to my hands. I really want to help you understand how important gauge is, and I'm gonna do that by showing you the numbers. These are not numbers in the pattern, these are just numbers that are coming out of my head. If a pattern says that it wants 6 stitches to the inch, and you take the yarn and patterns that you have, or I'm sorry, the yarn and the needles that you have, and you get 5 stitches to the inch. All right, so that means that you're getting fewer stitches than what the pattern wants. What's going to happen to your pattern? And the crazy thing is, what happens with your pattern is the 5 stitches to the inch, it's going to be bigger. And this is how you know. Let's say your pattern says to cast on 30 stitches. If we take 30 and we divide by 6 stitches to the inch, we know that width-wise, that is going to be 5 inches, because 6 stitches to 1 inch, 30 divided by 6 is 5 inches. So the more stitches you have to the inch, all right, then that's what you have. If we cast on the exact same number of stitches, but we got 5 stitches to the inch, look what happens to the width of our swatch. 30 divided by 5 equals 6 inches. So we get larger fabric, wider fabric, with less stitches. So that can help you if you wanted to change the sizing in any type of garment. If you have a garment and the pattern is written for either size 40 or size 50, but you really want to be size 45 in the, you know, at the largest point, at the bust and at the hem, at the hip, you want it to be 45. You have a couple options. The first option would be, so we know that we need 5 extra inches, okay? So we need more. That means that if you used a larger needle and you liked the fabric, or you used a thicker yarn and you liked the fabric, you could figure out, because if you got 5 stitches to the inch, your sweater is going to be larger. If you used the instructions for the 40-inch size. Let's say you got 6.5 stitches to the inch, or even 7 stitches to the inch. And you liked to do that, you loved the needles, you loved everything about it, you might cast on for the larger size, but get a smaller garment because you're getting more stitches. So let's do the math here, just so you can see. 7 divided by 30 is 4 and change. It's 4.25 actually-ish. So look, it's smaller here, right? I have a smaller size, so I would have to cast on for the larger size to then get to the smaller size. That was long and involved, and you may have clicked off and you may not have, but the point of it is that every stitch counts. If you want a sweater that's going to fit you, and I mean, isn't that the point? You're going to have to gauge swatch. So today, gauge swatch. And guess what? You're going to measure it before you launder it and after you launder it. So I'm not saying put it in the laundry. I'm saying however way you're going to wash your sweater. That I wet blocked it, which I love to wet block. So my swatch, I wet blocked it. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to wet block it. But if you wanted something to fit you and you only wanted to have 1 or 2 inches of positive ease, then that's where the gauge swatching is really important. So for this, I want you to have fun. I don't want to be the gauge police. But what I do want you to do is see what's going to happen with your yarn that you're using and your needles that you use, because every knitter's different. Some knitters use a size 6, some knitters use a size 4 to get the same exact number of stitches per inch. So do that. Do it and then block it. And just see the difference, see what happens. And then I will see you tomorrow. I'm also going to, tomorrow I will have the crochet cast on for those of you that don't know how to do it. Today is all about gauge, and it's about, if you wanted to change the size, There is some math involved, but you could do it. Now, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments and I will answer all of your questions. I'm so excited to spend this Vlogmas with you. I can't wait to get started on my knitting. I'm gonna go and wind this up and get started. I already know what the gauge is because I've already knit one. But I can't wait, and I'll show you my progress tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.